the NBA draft is rapidly approaching, and we thought it'd be a fun idea to just kind of pick, just go backwards from the top 10 picks down. So today we're going to go through picks 10 through 7, see what those teams need and who they might pick up. So, Kurt, let's jump right into it. Number 10 is the Phoenix Suns. They had an unbelievable run in the bubble there, 8-0, led by almost like the transcendent play of Devin Booker, who emerged as one of the bubble stars. But they did it all without one of their key pieces, Kelly Oubre. So going into this draft, they have a high draft pick, relatively high draft pick. And the question is, what pieces does this team need to be successful? My first thought is, you have a very young core, and the main thing that you need is chemistry, right? And maturity. You have a lot of young talent, but the question is, do they know how to win games consistently? Do they know how to get it done every night and play at a championship level? And I just don't think you're going to get that through the draft. So my opinion is they're probably going to use this pick either to trade for a veteran or someone who's a good culture fit that's an older player. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, Kurt. What do you think?
No, I think you're right on about what they need. They should go out and get a Jared Dudley type of guy, if nothing else, right? And maybe not Jared Dudley himself, but there are a handful of those guys around the league. They can play a little. That's fine. What you're really getting him in there for is the locker room. The way Miami uses Udonis Haslem, that kind of thing. You need that guy in the locker room in Phoenix. I don't know that they can get much for the 10 pick is the problem. There's just everybody's trying to trade out. I don't know that there's much value there. If they do anything, I think that there are players, look, they need some backup depth at the guard spots. So, behind, as great as Devin Booker is, they just need, and Ricky Rubio will be back at point guard. You need some depth there. You could go with somebody like Aaron Nesmith out of Vanderbilt, like best shooter in the draft. Corey, you don't go wrong when you take the best shooter in the draft. Like, just bottom line, like guys fall and they're like, well, Klay Thompson's the best shooter in the draft. We'll just take the best shooter in the draft. Somebody's got to grab Nesmith because he's that guy. And he'd be a great fit coming off the bench in Phoenix, just adding some instant offense.
Yeah, look, you can never go wrong with a shooter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the one thing, if they are going to pick up somebody, I thought they might go in the direction of a Tyrese Halliburton, just try someone who can distribute the ball and be that kind of the floor general that they need. Because look, Devin Booker, he can score with the ball in his hands. He can come off the dribble, off a screen and shoot. He can drive to the basket. He can do a little bit of everything for you, but it might make his life a little easier if he can play off the ball a little more and just have someone who can execute the offense and just let him focus on scoring. So I can see either way.
I like Halliburton a lot for them too. That'd be the other thing he brings is he's a high IQ player who can walk in the door and help you tomorrow. And that's what they need. They are not looking for a 4-year development project. Like, they want a guy who can help win now because they are thinking playoffs in what's going to be, by the way, a stacked Western Conference. It's just not going to be easy to make the playoffs in the West. It is loaded. They're going to have to get help up front. And Halliburton's a guy who could, again, step in. Nesmith can do this too. There's a couple other guys in the draft that could follow them. Just get them in there because they can help tomorrow, and that's what they need. There's no waiting around in Phoenix right now.